Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and tonight I have something that I think is going to be a game changer for me. And I had never heard of this product, and then I saw a link on one of the groups, and I don't even know which group it was, talking about it, and I'm like, huh, that sounds awesome. And so I went and checked it out. Lo and behold, it is almost exactly what I would want in a notebook, in a companion notebook to my Hobonichi Cousin Avec. And thus, I have ordered it. And I ordered it last Friday, and I got it today, which is Wednesday. And I wanted to open it with you guys. And this is from Wonderland222. And this is a Tomoe River paper planner. And it's really like a companion notebook. It is let's see if that'll come up. I think it will. It is called the 2020 Tomoe River Weekly Vertical Planning or Planner Agenda in A5. And it is 52 GSM white Tomoe River paper. And y'all know how much of a Hobonichi fan I am. Oh, and look how thin this is. Oh my goodness, yes. So I'm just going to open it up before I go into all the details. I have a whole bunch of stuff written down about it. I've kind of been obsessing about this since I ordered it. And I'm like, oh, hurry up and get here. And it has been, it's shipped out within an hour of me ordering it. And it's out of Tacoma, Washington. And the person that developed this, her name is Lisa Roberts, and she got feedback from some of the admins of the Jibun Techo admin, or it's Japanese Notebooks Facebook group and such. And so there are a couple of videos out there, but not a lot. And like I said, I had never heard of this. And I have been. Ooh, let's move my hot tea over there, because that would all be my luck, is to open it and spill tea on it before I even open the book. But it is a Tomoe River paper, again in white, in the 52 GSM, and it is very pretty. The cover on it is like a cardstock, but it's flexible. Ooh, it's a texture. You guys can see that on it. And it says the W222 A Planner 2020. And there's nothing in the back. It feels nice. And we're just gonna go through it. So you have the cardstock, or the thicker page. Then you have the blank page there. Oh, so pretty. Then that is the title page, the W222 A Planner 2020. And this is the key. And hopefully you guys can see the grid. Now the one thing I could not find was the size of the grid, but I will compare it to my Hobonichi here in a few minutes. But you get one key page, then you get 3 index pages, and it has that invisible line that is a bolder line down the middle, so that you could split the page in the middle if you wanted to. So you get 3 pages of index, and a lot of people that I've seen are using this like a bullet journal. But I want this to be a companion to my A5 Cousin Avec, which is a 6-month book. So then you have 4 years, and it's got 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. And I will say, in notes and stuff that I've seen previously, it was meant to be 2022. The 2018 was an error. And so she is actually printing these on her own. And everything is in English. So we have that. Then you have a yearly plan on 2 pages. And so you've got the 1 through 31 from January to June, and then July to December. And then you have blank free space down here and here. And again, all of the pages are numbered, which I think is freaking awesome. So then you get into the first quarter, and this is what is going to make, is what drew me to this, was that it has a quarterly review built into the planner. So you have the first quarter, it gives you a monthly view of January, February, and March. And then you have free space over here for January. So here's the January month and the January free space, February, February, March, March. So you get the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And just those pages make a huge difference to me. And having the yearly breakout here, so I can look at both pages, or both books, both Hobonichi books that would have this. I could have all of that in one smaller book, which I love. So there's the fourth quarter. Then you have a routine tracker or project timeline, and you flip it like this, and you have 12 months of trackers, and it's a little bit easier to see it on this side here. But you have 4 check boxes there. Then you have February, and then you have the month with the dates listed at the top, or the days of the week listed at the top. Then again, you have more free space here. So you can use this as a tracker, as a project timeline, whatever, and then you can use this free space either this way or the other way. If you had more than, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 lines or 9 double line sections. You could do it that way, or you could continue these down this whole way and use all of these for all of the tracking. So that would be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So that does not make sense. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I guess it is 31 across for the lines. So you could have 31 habits, or however many you wanted to have there. So, or if you needed to, you could, if you had like weekly, if you wanted to do something weekly up here, you could do that. But you have the entire year of that in here as well. And I love this. So that is one more insert out of my personal that I don't need if I'm using this, which I love. Then you have a notes page. This is on page 30. Then to start the year, you have a January overview. And in the overview, you again have some of those invisible lines. So you have a bold line there in the half, and then over here on the side, you've got 2 different gradients of gray, but it's still very light, so that you could ignore all of this and it not bother you. So you've got one darker shade gray as a headline or a topic line or whatever you wanted to use, then a lighter shade gray, and then you've got a hidden line here and a hidden line all the way down, and then 4 sections. So you could use this for build tracking, you could use it for goals, you could use it for no spends, you could do whatever you wanted to do. And I love this. It gives you so much flexibility, it's crazy. And it's just a January overview. Then you have the January month at a glance, and she has the US month, or the moon phases, which, if you are following the moon phases in the Hobonichi, you're wrong. If you live in the United States, they are off. Some of them would be on the same day, but most of them are off. So you should double check your moon phases if you use those to do readings by or whatever. But she also has some fun holidays in here, which I think are cute. So like New Year's Day, Bird Day, Argyle Day, Kiss a Ginger Day, Groundhog Day, Hug Day, Martin Luther King Day, Sticker Day. And so it's just a lot of different holidays, plus your general holidays, which I enjoy. They're non-denominational. And I think that's awesome. So it tells you when the full moon is, and it's actually written out. So like you have the first moon, the full moon, the new moon, and the first moon again. So then you have the previous month and the next month here. But you have free space here, and you've got 2 lines at the bottom. And I just love this. I love the layout of this. It's awesome. It reminds me of like if the Jibun Techo and the Hobonichi had a baby. I'm like, I love this. So had I known about this prior to buying the Jibun Techo Lite, I would have done this for my media tracker. It's awesome. But because I have the Jibun Techo and I do enjoy it and I like the layout of it, I'm going to keep that for my media tracking. But you have a full, this is the week at a glance here. So you have the full month here, and then this starts the weekly view. And for those of you who have noticed in the Hobonichi, the weekly view does not have any more blank spaces at the top or at the bottom. They are all used. What she has here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks at the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blanks at the bottom. And then the fun holidays carry through into the weekly view. And you have from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. here in the hourly view. So the Hobonichi is now a 24-hour view. Here you only have those particular hours. But that's okay. You could continue on if you wanted here or up here, if you worked an odd shift or whatnot. Now, the only complaint, and this is the only complaint I have, is that you don't have a full line for Saturday and Sunday. Now, you do get extra width for the week, but in order to do that, she takes away from Saturday and Sunday, which I prefer to have my Saturdays and Sundays in the same row, or in the same length and everything across, because I don't like shorting one or the other days. So I think that is the only complaint that I have from stalking the website and trying to, glean as much about this as I could, because I was really, really excited about it. So on the weekly view, you also have the monthly calendar, but then you have the week that it is highlighted, which I like. So there's that. And it tells you it's December 30th through January 5th, 2019 to 2020. And then if you get into the first week, which is where we are right now, it is now Wednesday the 8th. Oh, it is Argyle Day. Whoop. So had I known that, I would have worn my Argyle socks today. But I will know for all of the other fun holidays. But I love that it's highlighted here and it tells you the year up there. So you go through, you have the weekly views, and then at the end of that week, of the last week, you have a January review page, which is identical, just reversed, of the overview page. So you have a beginning page that you can put goals and everything on, and you can have a review page. So the review page is here, then you have the overview here, and I love this layout. Love it. And so if you had things that you needed to carry forward, that you could do that to the new month, easy peasy. So this does the same thing. You have the monthly view, the month on 2 pages with the extra room here, and then you jump right into the weeklies. This does not have daily pages. but I will show you what it does have instead. And then you have those 2 pages at the end. So this goes through all the way to the end of the year. And each month has an overview and a review. And let's see. Look at that. Coffee Day. Tuesday, September 29th. Whoop, whoop. So, let's get to the end of the year. And so this goes to January 3rd of 2020. So you have up until then. Now, after that, you have the December review, and then you have a blank page here that is similar to the blank page that was at the beginning of the year. And then you jump into the undated pages. You have a space for the date, for the month, the day, and the year. And then it has the time frames if you wanted it from 4 a.m. Well, it's a 24-hour period here. It's just not all typed in. So if you wanted to write over that, you could. And you have 68 pages of blank grid, which is awesome. So you can do whatever you want to do here. If you want to put it in, like if you wanted to bullet journal, if you wanted to allot a certain number of pages per month, you could do that for like notes, meeting notes, whatever you wanted to do. I will be using these for my planning for the Finding 52 Facebook group. So there's 52 weeks, and so I'll be able to plan out each week as to what I wanted to do in the Facebook group. So these will just be my planning pages for that particular thing, because this will stay with me, whereas my media tracker does not have blank pages in it. And so that is what I am planning on using these pages for, and then having some note pages. So there's that. And then on your last page, it's 254 pages, and then you have the last heavier duty page, and then the cardstock cover, which is about the same weight as the Hobonichi. So this is my Prince folio, which you will have seen in the video that I released right before this. So it will be a 2-video day tomorrow. But I just got this from Chic Sparrow, and this was the half price item that I got out of December. And with the reasoning in my head that this was going to hold my Cousin Avec, and I wanted something purple. And I was worried that it would be too big for just a Cousin Avec, but it is not. It is perfect just to hold the Cousin Avec. It's a very slim profile. However, it also works to put in, because this was made for the full-size cousin. But just so you can kind of see a comparison, this is a little bit small, a little bit thinner than the Hobonichi Cousin Avec. And it is just a titch smaller in size. I mean, just barely, like millimeters in size, as far as the height and the width go. It is actually 5 by 8 by 8 by 3 by 0.34 inches. So it only weighs 9 ounces, and so it's very, very light. It is a sewn binding, so it does lay flat. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to show you was it does come with bookmarks. So you can either use them or cut them out. And one is like a gold color, and one is a navy blue. So I actually like the bookmarks, and I am finding, interestingly enough, in my Hobonichi sneaker weeks, which does not come with them, I actually miss them. I'm like, oh. So you have 2 bookmarks that you can use. So I'm just going to stick those in there, and we will go ahead and see about putting this in. So, like I said, it's just millimeters smaller, and I've had the other half of my Cousin Avec in here, but I took that out because I got this, and I knew this is where I wanted to put it, and it's just going to slide in like butter. Well, maybe frozen butter. Nope, it actually is going in there pretty easily. So, just kind of have to work it in. Yeah, I try not to force it too much because I don't want to bend the binding on it. So, and I will go through and break in the binding on the book just to make sure that everything is done well. But it seems to be made quite well. But there are the two. So you can see the two there. I do have the Midori MD plastic cover on the Hobonichi. So I think this might go in a little bit more. And the hobo might be a little bit big. So there you go. So it will just need to get broken in a little bit to lay flat for both of these, but they fit just fine, and I love it. So the leather's just got to stretch a little bit, and I like squaring this off a little bit, so I will probably spend a little watching some TV and rubbing up and down the spine on that to square it off just a bit. But I love the folio, and I do have one of the rivet bands from Hobonichi to go around it so that I can keep a pen there. Although the MD notebook cover does have a pen loop on it, but it's inside there. So sadly, I don't get to use that, but that's okay. I do have some of the adhesive pen loops from Amazon, and I could put one in the back here if I wanted to do that, but we will kind of go off of that. But so this is the grid here, and this is the grid. Let me show you one that's not red. Oh, well, I forgot the Cousin Avec has colors. So, but they look very similar. Like I said, I wish I could have gotten a match to the grid, but fortunately, let's see if I can figure this out. I am horrible at this. And I can't hardly even see it because I picked the worst ruler possible. I think it's a 4mm grid. If I'm reading that right, it's a 4 by 4mm grid. And the Hobonichi, I can't remember off the top of my head, is a 4mm grid, which is awesome. So, yep, they are the same size grid as the Hobonichi Cousin Avec, and so that works out perfectly. So there you have both of those, and I probably will not put this one in a cover. I only have one, so I will just leave it like that because it is kind of, you can tell right here how it's kind of bending the Wonderland book's binding just a little bit. It's kind of squishing it a bit, but I think it'll be fine. But I love having these two together, and I'm sure it would fit in my Hobonichi, the other covers that I have, but I wanted to use this one because it was purple, and I really like it. This is the Prince in the Outlander leathers, and it's just gorgeous. So I will post the unboxing of this when I post the reveal or the unboxing of the Wonderland222 notebook. But like I said, it is a game changer, and so I am loving this, and this is where I'm going to track my goals. And I am still going to keep the full focus planner for the 90 days, but I'm also going to put it in here as well, just because I want to have a full year in here. And I'm only using the one that was damaged anyway, so if I end up abandoning the full focus planner, so be it. But this was, I got it with 25% discount, so I got it for $24. It's normally $33, and you can follow them on Facebook, and I'll link down their Etsy shop down below. But it is a beautiful notebook, and I really hope she does this again next year, because I love this. This is the perfect companion to the Cousin Avec. And she does do a notebook, a plain notebook, that is like these back pages, and it is 368 pages. So if you wanted to do this and a plain notebook, if you didn't like the Hobonichi because it is dated, you could do this and use it as your bullet journals. And it is Tomoe River paper, and it's the white. So that is an option. So she sells both on her Etsy shop. And so the notebooks, I think, are 26, and then the planner is normally 33. But if you follow her Etsy shop on Instagram, like this past week, she has given several of them away. So it is very wise to follow the Instagram account as well. But I love it. I am so stinking excited for this. Oh my gosh. I love this layout. I love everything about it. So it is perfect. And who knows? Next year, it may override the Hobonichi. It's doubtful because I like the daily pages being dated and all of that. But yeah. So far, everything is going well. In my Hobonichi, I am using the bullet journal method still. And just writing out everything. These are my goals. January goal is to do 1 extra payment to my American Express, finish my study organization, start a wool project, add $100 to savings, keep track of any stationary spending, announce Finding 52, which I've done, finish reading The Creative Calling, and do weekly assignments in the Finding 52 Facebook group. So, but these are how the days have gone so far, and I'm loving it. And this is how the week has done so far. But again, it is just pen and paper. There is no stickers in this, other than in here I've put some emojis down for the holidays. But that's it. So I am loving this so much. And here is my future log. And then here is the future log for the second half of the year. And then in here I write down, it's the my monthly log. So that one sentence you write in your bullet journal, I just put it into the box here. So, and then over here I write down my monthly tasks that I want to get done. And on my week, I write down my weekly tasks that I want to get done. And then on the day, I will write down the daily tasks that I need to do. So, yeah, so getting those done. But this is Planner Prime for 2020. And I'm loving the Wonder222 Agenda Planner. So, if you like Tomoe River paper and you can't be without it, this is an option for you, and it's inexpensive. It comes out of Tacoma, Washington, and like I said, I got mine. It was actually in Salt Lake 2 days after so I ordered it on Friday. It showed up in Salt Lake on Saturday evening, but they had already done the mail because I was following the tracking, and then it took them until my post office until Wednesday to get it to me. And I'm like, it's been here since how long? Come on. So, but I'm sure they're still catching up on holiday packages and all that kind of thing. But there you have it, my Planner Prime, and I love it. So Lisa Roberts, you have done a wonderful job, and this planner is amazing. So I will link everything down below, and if you are interested, just go to her Etsy shop and let her know that you are loving this, because I am sure that she is taking feedback and all of that on the planner still and for the future editions. But like I said, the only thing that I don't like is that Saturday and Sunday don't get a full view in the weekly view. That's it. That is literally the only thing I can complain about. And that's it. And it's not like it doesn't get space. It's just I would prefer it to be all equal in a week. But other than that, there you have it. So I hope you guys have a great day and are enjoying the weather. Hopefully it's good where you're at. Also, just a shout out, if you would like to help with the Australian Fund for Wildlife, the Coffee Monsters Co., Helen, has put up a digital phone, a picture on your phone. Where's my phone? And that is it. And it is freaking adorable. And she has done this design specifically for Australia Wildlife. And all of the proceeds that go for purchasing the digital download, which is $2.50, all of it goes to their wildlife fund. And she herself has donated $1,000, and then all the proceeds to this, which have been thousands of dollars, and she's only been doing this for a couple of days. So I love it, and I will also put that link down below as well. So y'all know I love Helen and the Coffee Monsters Co. And how freaking cute is that? So, and it's $2.50. So and I'm actually starting to make some joy pouches and stuff like that, sewing those up this weekend. So there are a lot of different ways to help, and but I know that they need cash donations the most, and so if you can help out, great, and you'll get a great digital screen for you to use, and it's adorable. So anyway, again, as always, spend the rest of your life celebrating, because it is worth every moment, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.